Well, shoot, it was recording. I didn't know it. We're looking at
fishing line. Please fish responsibly and do your part to
Count
properly
those
dispose
pelicans.
of trash. The Brazilian tapir is an odd-looking mammal native to the forests of South America. At first glance, it looks much like an enormous brown pig with a body shape that makes them well-suited for quick movements through thick underbrush. Their elongated upper lip and nose forms a movable proboscis similar to an elephant's trunk. As herbivores, tapirs feed largely on vegetation and fruit. They're excellent swimmers and spend a good deal of time in the water. Another mammal that shares this preserve with the tapir is the llama. Domesticated from wild guanacos more than 4,000 years ago, llamas are still used today as beasts of burden in the Andes Mountains of South America. They are also farmed for meat and milk and for their long, coarse wool, which is used in weaving textiles. You should now be nearing a set of gates that will take you through to the next preserve. If you have not yet reached the sign for Ruaha National Park, please stop. The greater kudu is one of the most beautiful species of antelope in the world. Native to the bushlands and woodlands of Central and Southern Africa, kudus are browsers that eat the leaves and shoots from a variety of plants. Males are known for their spectacular curved horns, which can grow as long as 6 feet. These horns do not prevent kudus from getting around in the dense brush of their environment. They simply tilt their chins up, laying their horns flat against their backs, and then move easily through the wooded habitat. The Aoudad, or Barbary sheep, are very hardy animals found mainly in the rough, rocky, arid country of northern Africa. They are recognized by their tan-colored coat and large horns which sweep in a wide semicircle away from the head. The horns are present in both males and females. Aoudad have an extraordinary ability to go without drinking water for long periods of time if necessary, obtaining all the moisture they need from the vegetation they eat. When water is available, they will drink heartily, bathe, and wallow in the mud. In their natural African habitat, Aoudad are hunted excessively, and the complete extermination of them from their natural range is only a matter of time. The medium-sized antelope in this section are impala. These graceful animals are so adaptable that they are found from southern Africa to the northern limits of East Africa. In the wild, impalas are found at grassland and woodland edges, usually close to water. Impala weigh from 100 to 150 pounds and range from 28 to 36 inches tall. Females are similar to males, except they do not have horns. The male's graceful lyre-shaped horns are 18 to 38 inches long. Now, see if you can find the waterbuck. These large, shaggy brown antelope are most easily recognized from behind by the target-like white circles that decorate their rumps. All of the waterbuck in this section are male. How can you tell? The males have horns, the females do not. The male's horns are quite long and are gently curved inward and forward in a lyre shape. They have a strong musky scent which is given off by their oily hair. The waterbuck move in small herds in grassy or lightly wooded areas of Central Africa. They are the most water-dependent of all the antelope species, and so are never found far from the edge of a marsh or river. We will see more of these interesting animals in the Serengeti Plains.
Wait a minute.
You should now be approaching the gates to the Kalahari Bushveld, where you will find 2 rare and when lowered parallel to the ground, can be lunged at an enemy with great accuracy. Gemsbok are very swift runners and can easily outpace potential predators such as African hunting dogs. They are well adapted to living in the arid areas of southwest Africa and can go for long periods of time without drinking. They are able to endure shoulders. Their hindquarters are slightly higher than their shoulders, and their hooves are long and splayed. Females, juveniles, and neutered males are chestnut in color with white underparts, face, and throat markings. As their name suggests, they inhabit the floodplains along the banks of the Nile River in Africa, where they move back and forth with the rising and falling of the annual floodwaters. They prefer to eat swampy grasses and aquatic plants that may only be intermittently exposed as floodwaters rise and recede. They are excellent swimmers and are often found grazing in water up to shoulder height. Although lechwe are relatively slow on land, no other antelope can run as fast through the waters or are as efficient in mud. If predators such as lions, leopards, hyenas, or the day. If you do stop to watch the antics of the lions or to take pictures, please pull over to the side of the road and make certain that you are not blocking anyone wishing to pass.
I don't think there's any antics. No, the antics of the lions. Yeah. Here, man, up here. Yeah.
I'm getting them.
They're standing up. That's the antic. That's as much as they get.
There he is on a prowl.
Wow.
The lion is unique among cats in that it is very gregarious,
I'm
living
allergic
in
to
an ordered
cats.
group called a pride. The pride has a very definite social structure and is dominated by one or
A
more
big
adult
dude.
males.
Mm.
By the way, the male lions
He's
are the ones with the
traveling on.
large mane of fur around
Bonnie.
their head and
Well,
neck.
they say keep
The
your
core of
window
the
down,
pride is
didn't
made up of several related adult females, some of whom may have
Want me
cubs.
to open the door?
Females tend to stay in the pride they are born into throughout their
Wonder where
lifetime.
they are,
Young
but they
males,
saw
however,
that.
are forced out of the pride by the breeding males, who consider them to be feudal
Well, two of
jackals.
them, they're just
A
going
second
at it,
advantage is the
and them
opportunity to
was up
hunt
there
for
ahead of
prey
us,
in
just-
groups. Lions
And
are
we
not
pull up
very
behind them,
choosy
boy, they
eaters,
seen
but they
us.
do tend to prefer
But
large herd
anyway.
animals such as zebra, wildebeest, and antelope. The females do the majority of the
Are they?
hound dogs and are able to clear high fences from a standing jump. That unique springing behavior you may see is called pronking. The black buck will leap straight up into the air and land on all 4 feet at once. This behavior may be associated with play, or it may serve to alert the rest of the herd to danger, or to notify potential predators that they have been seen and not to bother pursuing. In India, these beautiful little antelope have been overhunted so extensively that they are now in danger of becoming extinct.
Looking at the, oh, cute. Looking at us like, pick me, pick me.
See, Bill, you didn't have to travel all the way to Iowa and Nebraska.
Can't you bring your gun?
You know, if we had a hand grenade, we'd get a bunch.
Yeah.
Perhaps the most impressive
Look at
inhabitants
this.
of the
They're
Gir
funny
Forest
looking.
are the
Got a mess of
Asiatic
them,
water
ain't they?
buffaloes. They are normally found in swampy areas of India and Southeast Asia, and in this preserve you will likely find them partially submerged in one of the large lakes or canals. These large and sometimes aggressive animals
Really
can weigh as
funny
much as a ton and have huge crescent-shaped horns which curve back towards their shoulders. Their broad hooves are well adapted to distribute their by the guest services desk in the main office or the main retail shop for details.
How much is the annual pass?
The annual pass, I don't know. I seen the sign back there. Stop by and buy your annual pass. Or let Rod get a picture when I open the window. Wait a minute till I open the door. Get up here by him. We'll let the horns rub the side of the car and then you take the picture.
Well, Bill, if they yank you out, I ain't coming to get you.
They won't.
Pull up a little, well, never mind, just right here.
You got a better nose than we got.
I think it smells of Diet Coke. Can you get him, hon?
Yeah, I got it. I got him.
Yeah. This is alligators. Chomp on those things. Yeah.
Look, one laying out there in the water.
Oh
Look
yeah,
at this
see
dude.
that in the water?
Look at this damn bird down there picking stuff
Yep.
off his leg.
Yeah.
Bugs off his legs, flies.
That's the closest I've ever been to them.
That's as close as I want to be to them. Look over here in the water.
Oh, look at this big, these horns.
Yeah, I got him. Right there in the water here.
Roll your window down.
I got it.
Look at the
350 pounds and can grow to a height of 8 feet. They can attain a running speed of up to 35 miles per hour, which is a good defense against most would-be predators. They are extremely
Now don't
strong and
look
can
at
be
me.
very aggressive,
I got
so
'em.
keep your doors
I
and
know,
windows
but I need it
closed
for
and
my
locked at
scrap
all
book.
times.
Well, you
An
can take
ostrich can inflict
this thing
severe
here and
injury with
still
a
it.
swift kick of its powerful leg, or even with its beak. Adult
Now
male
it's gotta
ostriches
turn
can be
on.
distinguished by their black feathers, while the feathers of the females and
I've got
immature
him.
birds are a dull gray. Eggs are usually laid at Lion Country Safari between February and June.
Go on, Bonnie.
Be sure
I
to
got
keep
it.
a sharp
I
eye
got
out
it.
for the nests.
She can take
These large
still
ground nests may
pictures with this
contain
one.
30 or more eggs at a time.
But
You won't be able to miss the eggs if they are around. Each one is about the size of a cantaloupe and weighs about 2 pounds. Although they are the largest eggs in the world, they are also the smallest egg in proportion to body size produced by any bird. If you are looking for a souvenir, ostrich eggs are seasonally available for sale at our main gift shop.
Pick one out of a nest. We see an ostrich nest, drive out to it, Bonnie, and pick one up.
Yeah. So these are the willoughbys. They look much bigger on TV. Look how
No, these
long their
aren't wallabies.
eyelashes
These
are.
aren't
If you have
wallabies
not
here.
yet
That one
reached
there
the
is.
exhibit,
That one out
please
there
stop
is.
this
Yeah,
recording
one
now and
right
restart
here.
it when you have reached that point.
Well, I think last time when we were here, Shannon and Andy, they were all way far away from the
Yeah, they were.
road.
They got a bullseye around their butt, ain't they?
Boy, wouldn't that be good to shoot at?
Yeah. They got like
Elephants at frequencies so low they are completely inaudible to humans. Elephants are very social animals and tend to live in small herds of related members, led by an old female called a matriarch. Bulls generally live alone or in bachelor groups.
Emily
Calves are
rode
born
an
after an
elephant
incredibly
once at the
long
circus.
22-month gestation period and
Boy,
can weigh
those things
250
stink.
pounds at birth. They reach maturity at the age of about 14 and often live to be 60
Hang
years
on,
old.
let's see if they come
Did
out.
you know that a wild elephant will eat
The
up
other
to
one.
500 pounds of vegetation each day and will drink as much as 50 gallons of water a day? As you leave the elephant exhibit, be sure to follow the road to your left to ensure that you continue on the correct.
She must have made them come out.
well, or they were working on them maybe in
feeding time.
there. She's
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
close the
they
gate.
made 'em come
Yep.
out.
Yeah, Bill Longmire. He
Yeah.
built a corral out there for them
Buffalo,
buffalo,
yeah.
and he made it out of this here guardrail stuff. And then he sold all the buffalo.
Zebras.
Turn it north.
Oh, she's gonna, that's a no-no.
Yeah.
I told you. Somebody was
Where
around.
the hell did she come
I
from?
don't know.
Like
She-
a state cop.
She was gonna be
There's
fast.
the rhinos over there on the other side.
Yeah.
Oh, the other time we come, they's right out here on the road. Get out and kick that.
Boy, those are big rhinos.
Oh yeah, them rhinos.
Jeez.
Where did that car come from? I didn't see her sitting back
I
there.
didn't either. I saw one somewhere, but
I think
didn't.
she was going to pass us, and then
Yeah, but where'd she come from? I don't know, but right there's one that could have sent them the message.
we saw that one now.
They probably said, "Watch the people in the white van. They're not following directions. They're marking the territory."
Rod, I ain't gonna open the window. The door. Is she still behind
Well,
us?
yeah, you don't have it closed very good, you
I
know.
know it. I know. She don't know that.
You got to pull up a little there, Bonnie. There we go.
There.
Yeah. I got him.
Want me to open
Flicking
the
his
door?
ears back and forth.
Them apple ass behind us.
They're pretty, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
I think Jim Rader had a zebra over there at one time.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Well, I tell you,
He
just
raises
Ewes during the mating season.
They were
The ram's
hanging on
dominance
those
is
ropes
usually
the last
determined by
time
his
we were
age and
here.
the
Yeah.
size of his horns. In late fall and early winter, the rams battle for possession of the ewes,
We got 'em.
crashing their horns together with tremendous force. Truly wild mouflon populate. As grazers, white rhinos have a
Why
wider
all the
mouth
birds,
than
I
black
wonder?
rhinos, which are browsers. They are quite gregarious animals and are usually found in small groups in thin woodland or
Ah,
grassy
damn,
open
now I can
spaces.
open the door.
White
No, you
rhinos can
can't.
weigh as
There's
much as
another one
3.5
behind you.
tons, stand more than 6 feet at the shoulder, and be longer than the average
Oh, you
mid-sized
watch it.
automobile. All rhinos are
Watch that one in
short-sighted,
the
but
white
they have
van.
2 senses of smell and hearing.
Follow them
They're
out.
basically peaceful. Actually, the horns are
Upstairs.
composed of a mass of fibers made of keratin, the same protein found in the antelope's horns and in our own hair and fingernails. Rhinos have been extensively overhunted for their horns, which in some parts of the world are carved and used as ceremonial
Talk about an
dagger
apple
handles,
ass.
or are powdered and used for medicinal purposes. Today, all species of rhinos are in severe danger of extinction in the wild. We are proud to say we rebuild new ones each night.
Now, I
The
think
strength of these animals is
after we
almost
were
unbelievable.
here, then they had an article
Pound
in
for
the
pound,
paper
they are
that one of
roughly
these
8 times
giraffes
stronger
died.
than the average human being. A chimpanzee weighing 100 pounds can throw 300 pounds with one
I think
arm.
when he's here
In
one
fact,
time, we
because
had to
their muscles
drive,
are
just
so dense,
barely
their
got
lung
by
capacity
one.
is so small
Just
that
barely
they have
drove
no
by.
subcutaneous fat. They
Wow,
cannot
look
float
how
or
tall.
swim, so the water surrounding them keeps them
You know what that
safely
one
on their
said to the other?
islands.
The high balls
Chimps
was
form
on
loosely
me.
organized bands of individuals, which will remain in a fairly large
Well, we can't
range
show
for
this to the
many years
kids,
at a
hon.
time.
Bill's narrating.
Structures of our island communities are quite similar to what you'll find in Africa, and in this respect are unique among captive
All right,
chimpanzee
I'm gonna
groups
get this.
found throughout